Hello and welcome back to the AddEvent channel. Marissa here from Team AddEvent, here to show you how to pass your RSVP contacts from AddEvent into ActiveCampaign using Zapier. So what we are going to do is we're going to first create our new Zap and go ahead and hit that create button on the top left and then click Zaps. And then you should see this screen, which is the workflow screen. This is basically telling Zapier what you want to happen. So we can ignore Copilot and just click on into the trigger event. What it's saying is what what app do you want to trigger off of? So today what we want to do is anytime somebody RSVPs to our AddEvent event, we want to push that into ActiveCampaign. So I've already configured my AddEvent app. Basically, if you haven't yet, you're going to need to go to your AddEvent account settings and grab the API key. I'm not going to show that for safety purposes, but once you have that connected, you should see this screen and then go ahead and choose your trigger event. For me, in this use case today, we're going to do a new RSVP attendee, and the account that I am using is my demo account, of course. You probably just have one, so just select your primary account where your event lives. Now, what we are going to do is for an RSVP, we want this to go from a specific event. So that's what this filter by events is asking for. It's asking you what event you want to basically pass the RSVP stuff over for. For me, I'm going to grab this VIP dinner that I've set up as an example, and we are going to hit test trigger. Now, what the test trigger is doing is it's looking for a record that it can basically test off of. So I've already gone ahead and I have RSVP'd with a example email, and that's what our trigger testing or our testing is all based off of. So that's this attendee A. So we are going to go ahead and continue with selected record. This is for the next step, so we can validate that what we're doing is working. And now the next step is our action. So this is what we want Zapier to do based on somebody RSVPing an AddEvent, right? So we are going to click ActiveCampaign, and we are going to, again, if you haven't already, configure and authenticate the ActiveCampaign app. Again, I've already done that, but there should be a little pop-up that shows you what to do if you don't know. And then from there, we are going to basically tell it what we want to do. So for me, I am going to assume that I either am working in an account where I want to add or update a contact. So if this is, for example, a lead gen event, then I would be adding new contacts. If this is, however, for our VIP dinner, I'm probably going to be updating and tagging them as RSVP, right? So if you search contact, what I'm going to do is create or update contact, or remove and add a tag, but totally just depends on your use case. So I will go ahead and hit continue with that create or update contact, but the workflow should look, the steps are the same, fairly similar, depending on what you're doing. So what you first and foremost want to do is for email address, you want to map this in. This is asking us what field in AddEvent is the email address field mapping to in our ActiveCampaign contact. So if you hit the slash, then it will pop up with the previous steps and the data from those steps. So go ahead and grab that attendee email address and click on that, and now you can see that's filled in right here. Next thing we're going to do is grab the name field. I have personally split out in our RSVP form to be collecting first name and last name. Now by default, the AddEvent RSVP form just collects name, so just make sure you're mapping correctly based on what form you're using. So I'm going to map in the first name field. It's called name because it's our default field, but I know for me it's just my first name field. And then in the last name, I'm going to be mapping in last name. So this is actually something that I want to make sure. Actually, hold on one second. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do to map in the last name is a little bit different than what you might be expecting. Now, if I go to my RSVP form, which I have already set up, and if you are using custom questions, which I am, then what you might notice is when you go to map in these fields, there's a bunch of fields that say RSVP form, data field, and some combination of letters, potentially numbers, and then there is going to be example from our test record. So this is really important if you're using a custom field. So any field that you've added in, you'll notice that the slug looks different than just like the name or the email ones that are there by default. So for example, if I create a new field, what is your favorite color? It now has FLD-AOXCIB, right? So that is the identification for that field. So in Zapier, you are going to look for that field based on the naming convention right here. So it can be a little bit confusing, but just be patient with it. Okay, so I want last name is FLD-AODDBB. And I am looking for that here. So when I'm mapping that in, I want to make sure I'm grabbing the data field. So the form data field, and that's AODDBB. Great. And so I've mapped that in, right? Now, what you can do, can map that list in and add these people to that list as opposed to the master contact list. So just, depending on what your guys' team needs and wants, you might want to add it just to the, the overall account list or put it in a specific one. Now, if you want it to go into the overall account list, that master contact list, and instead you want to add a tag, you can tag basically, in ActiveCampaign and add the tag that you're looking for. So, for example, I'll put VIP event. So that's going to tag that customer as that. If we hit continue, we can go ahead and test this step. Now, full disclosure, I've already tested this user before in the past. Let's see, actually, we might be okay. Okay, let me push this test. Marketing@AddEvent.com. Okay, contact was sent. And let's click into ActiveCampaign. Awesome, and now I can see that marketing contact is right here. So now anytime somebody RSVPs an AddEvent, that will basically, create or update the contact depending on how you've set it up. And now for the tags, I can see that I was tagged as VIP event. So you can use that for filtering and segmenting and all that jazz later. So that was the test step. Let's go ahead and hit publish so that this is actually live, because there are a few important things to note here. Now, when we use a trigger in Zapier, it is on a 2-minute cadence unless otherwise specified. So what you should know about that is that there will be up to a 2-minute delay. So when I go ahead and RSVP for this dinner, and I'm just going to say marketing VIP test and go ahead and RSVP. Okay, and I've got the add to calendar prompt. Awesome. What might happen is you could, while you're, trying to see if it's ready and working and all that jazz, come back over here and see, oh, wait a minute, it hasn't added in yet, something is broken. That is not necessarily the case. What most likely has happened is that there is a 2-minute wait period happening. And so basically you just need to give Zapier a couple of minutes. Now, if you are feeling very antsy and anxious and you want to make sure that it is running properly now that it's published, even though we've already done the testing, you can manually hit this run button, but again, it's on a schedule. Have no fear. The other thing to point out is there is this Zap runs section on the left hand side, and this will show you any past runs that have run if you want to click into it and investigate if there's an error or anything like that. So if I go ahead, I'll just manually run just to show you, and it's triggering because it sees my new attendee that exists in AddEvent. Let me go ahead and go back into the event just to show you. I can see there's 2 RSVP attendees. If I click into that, I can see my marketing VIP test, right? So anyways, now we should be able to see that in our run history, the Zap runs, and I can see that that ran successfully. And now I bet if I go into ActiveCampaign, I should see the user that we're talking about. Let's see, marketing VIP test. There we go. Okay. Well, hopefully this was helpful for everybody and you guys are excited to dig in and to create and share lots of RSVP events for whatever your use case is. If you have questions about RSVPs, feel free to reach out to the support team. They are fantastic. And we've got a ton of YouTube videos that will show you how to use RSVP forms and RSVP events and custom designs and all that. So we will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining us and have a great rest of your day. Bye.